questions? Yeah, we didn't practice yesterday, and they had Sunday off, and so today will be the first practice of the week coming back. I got a call from the trainer this morning. Apparently Dave Ware got banged in his calf, I think his left calf, so there was some soreness there, but I think he'll be able to practice today. You can get an update after from Ryan. We'll find out more in another hour and a half. He should be over here, so you can ask him yourself. I don't know. Yeah, it happened on Saturday. He didn't say anything about it till yesterday, so we didn't know anything about it after the game. I don't think it's anything serious, but knock on wood.
Are you seeing in Josh Smith the ability to make the kind of push that he made last year in conference play? Are you sort of seeing him?
Well, it was one game. I thought he had a good week going into that week when we got hurt on Wednesday, and I was disappointed he couldn't play Thursday against Arizona. But, yeah, we need Josh, to play how he did Saturday, which was he seemed very inspired, and I don't know if he'll be here. He has classes actually all the way up till practice today till 2:50. So I'm sorry about that, and his Tuesday schedule is such. He played very well. He played, really hard and a little animation, which was good.
The lyrics you expressed to the players last week about how you wanted them to be more aggressive. Did you see that in them?
Yeah, I thought they did, just more physical at both ends of the floor. How, defensively, bumping bodies and, blocking out aggressively. And then I thought same thing, posting up. I thought Thursday night they did a really good job posting hard and being real aggressive, going towards the basket. And, they had, good weekend for us when you look at the numbers. I think there was 34. I think it was like 58 points and, 27 rebounds between the two games, between the two players. That was good.
Early in the season, what do you think is keeping Josh from playing like that?
Conditioning, just not being in good shape coming into the season. More than anything.
When did you first realize his conditioning wasn't where it should be coming into the season?
When did I first realize it? When we started practice, when we started conditioning out on the field the first day of school. We're not allowed to do anything with him really, but I know he had done what he had done the previous summer going in, and so we knew that. But to what level, I wasn't sure. We're not able to work with our players in the off season or even watch them work out.
Did he go home for the summer?
He was home the second 6-week stanza of the summer. Yeah.
Did you prefer to stay here?
No, I actually was fine with it. And he was, I thought that was okay. It's just.
And has he had any repercussions of other concussions?
He ran yesterday with our trainer and did a good job, according to our trainer. I was not on campus yesterday, but I saw Brent this morning, and he said he did a good job.
Is there anything you'll do after this season to make sure next year this isn't an issue?
Yeah, it's something we really have to address with him because it's the off season. During the season let's hope that he continues to take off from where he was Saturday night, because I thought Saturday night he played real well.
Was him taking 12 shots in 21 minutes, was that as much as you wanted him shooting?
Yeah. We talked about that going in the game. He needs to get more shots, and his teammates did a great job, Zeke and Jeremy in particular, feeding him and finding him. But yeah, Josh should be first or second on the team in shots attempted. If you're sitting there looking at our shots attempted, you would want him to be one of your top guys. He shoots a high percentage and shoots high percentage shots, and he shoots a good percentage.
How does the game change offensively, especially for you guys when Josh is playing the way he did?
Yeah, it changes a lot because you have an inside threat who people really have to pay attention to.
What's his ceiling as far as, NBA or talent-wise?
His ceiling, he has a very high ceiling, but and going into this season, based on the end of last year's season, I thought his ceiling was really going to be high this year. But he is where he is right now, and we've got to try to have him have a good week of practice. We'll see how this week. I thought he was very inspired last week's practice. Part is we're coming off of two disappointing losses on the road up in the Bay Area, and we've got to have that same edge to us this week in practice. That's my responsibility to make sure.
Were you surprised the first time you saw him back on campus this year? Did you expect the size that you saw?
I wasn't that surprised, no.
Coach, you guys seem not as strong as they were last year. It's obviously.
Well, they lost a great player in Vucevic. Vucevic was the 15th pick in the NBA draft, and guy's a heck of a player and had another year of eligibility. So, and then they lost the kid in Brazil that was their leading scorer, second leading scorer that's out for the season. So they lost a couple key guys from last year's team, one of which they expected to be back. But they're just a young team. They play real hard. You look at their scores. They played Cal a whole lot tougher than we did at Cal, 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. And they're going to be very difficult on their home floor, because it's the SC UCLA game. You can throw out all records and all what's happened. None of it is pertinent. It's all about UCLA playing USC.
But you guys are averaging about 4 less turnovers than you did last year, I believe, per game. It's changed so quickly.
We are playing 2 point guards together a lot, so that's probably a big part of it. We have Jeremy and Zeke in there most of the time, which, I think is a big part of why we've cut down on our turnovers.
Talk a little bit about Jeremy playing point, how he's done.
I thought he did a good job this weekend. And I thought it was good for Zeke. We're looking for Zeke to run a lot of things for him and have him be Zeke's done a good job screening. He's willing to give himself up, and when you set a good screen, your man either has to help or the guy you're screening for is going to be open, and when he helps, and then when you screen for him, which are a couple different actions we run, it's good stuff for him. And I think he'll get more comfortable at it as well. And he had 10 assists on Saturday, which I think ties a career high, and was obviously the high for this year. So that was great.
Who are the other good screeners on your team? Who would you say does good screening?
Brendan Lane, I would say, and we're trying to get Jeremy Anderson sets good screens, and I would say that Tyler Lamb, when we run sets, will set good screens. And the Wares are getting better, and we need them too. And setting physical screens. Josh actually made improvement last week. He was setting better screens, and that's who should be our best screener because of he's got the best physique for it.
Does this sweep arrest come at a good time for you guys?
Yeah, it's good from my standpoint because I think this is an important week of practice. This is the last time we're going to have 4 or 5 practices in a row before we play a game. It's the only time. So we've got to utilize this. And I thought last week we really worked hard on our execution offensively going into Thursday's game in half-court man-to-man offense. And I thought we did better than we'd been doing. That's something we're going to continue to do today. We've just got to really break things down and spend a lot of time at trying to execute what we're trying to do. And I think that we did that, and we're going to continue to do that today. These next 2 days, we won't spend any time on USC. The next 2 days is going to be all about us. Then starting Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we'll focus on, guarding USC and what they run and the things they do. I want to spend a couple days, really focused on us these next 2 days.
Does anything about the league surprise you so far, the way it's gone?
No, I mean, I'm impressed with Colorado and how well they're playing. You know, I think Colorado's really made they're off to a great start, and Tad's doing a great job. You know, their first year in the league, and you know, Stanford got the big win, and what was it, triple overtime? Quadruple overtime, yeah. That was huge, and you know, they're impressive. So it's it's going to be a tough league, and anybody can beat anybody on a given night.
You mentioned last week about going to the mountains being a tough trip. Are you kind of relieved that you don't have to do that trip this year?
Not necessarily. I mean, you know, we don't have an easy trip going anywhere. I mean, it's just that that is part of the advantage that I think Colorado and Utah enjoys is that, you know, one's 4,000 feet above sea level and the other one's, you know, 5,000, close to it.
Did you deliberately have this window here so you could have these practices and kind of?
No, I had no choice in this window. The schedule's given to us, so we don't. I just know that when we play SC the second time around, which is normally the week that you have one game, that this year we're playing at St. John's, so we go back. In fact, the next day, I think we're leaving after the game that night. I can't remember, but I know we're going back immediately for a long trip.
Which does all those bus trips down to enemy territory kind of make this trip less, I don't know, less daunting in terms of just the whole rivalry? You guys been down there every home game.
Yeah, but we haven't been playing in the Galen Center, so that's, you know, big difference. You know, they're going to have all their fans there. We get whatever we get, a couple hundred tickets. You know, so we're not, you know, definitely they're going to be on their home floor, and they'll have a great crowd, and they'll be fired up, and it's SC, UCLA, and so I don't think that gives us any hidden advantage that we've been playing down in the sports arena, many of our games.
Is there any update to Deanne Parker's status?
Just that he's back in class, and you know, I'll see him today, but his knee's still, you know, the same.
How's that affected your depth, not having?
Yeah, it's affected it in a way where we're shorthanded in the backcourt.
What's been the biggest change in Tyler ever since he got that fluid train?
Oh, yeah, I think it's just helped him, you know, in terms of being not in pain when he's playing. You know, he was playing in some pain there. So there's no question it's helped. I thought Tyler had really played well Thursday against Arizona. He had 5 assists, only 1 turnover. He had 5 rebounds. You know, he made, you know, a couple big shots in that game. Played great defense. He really played well Thursday in particular.
Because he's always on the floor, are you concerned about, you know, maybe a setback or him being slow? It seems like he's always falling. You know, he attacks the basket hard, but always, you know, constantly picking himself up off the floor. His teammates have to pick himself up off the floor. Is that kind of a concern of yours?
No, I mean, that's part of the game, being on the floor.
But, you know, with the end out, and it seems like Tyler's probably taking a lot of the minutes that he would be there. What has that done for the, you know, growth for Tyler as a sophomore?
Yeah, Tyler's, I think, improved during the years. No question, he's improved from the beginning of the year to where he is now, and you know, we hope we have to, you know, continue to improve. But he's done a good job, and hopefully those 2 days off for guys like Tyler and Zeke and Jeremy in particular, they're playing over 30 minutes a game, will be helpful for them getting their legs back going into this week. So, you know, we'll have real good practices the next 3 or 4 days, and then have a lighter practice Saturday leading to Sunday night's game.
Are all 3 of those guys playing more than you want to, or is there really anything you do about it?
Yeah, they're playing a few minutes more than would be ideal.
You normally seem to be hitting maybe some kind of fresh on the wall, and 2 points in 4 straight games, and then he had 9 against Arizona State. Do you think those kind of those games were maybe an aberration? Is he handling the season well?
I think, you know, he's a freshman, and so he's learning, and, you know, he's figuring things out. And, you know, when you get to conference, it's a different level, and, you know, the level's raised even higher in terms of the intensity. And so he's figuring things out, and he did a good job on Saturday for us. And, you know, he's playing quite a few minutes. And man, I think he's playing about 20 minutes a game now in conference games. Yeah, he's playing 20.3, so he is playing a lot of minutes. And looking at the minutes you were asking, Scott, I mean, Zeke's playing 35, and that's probably the one guy that's playing a lot of minutes when you look at it, 35.3. And Jeremy's at 32, which is manageable.
What makes it hard to take Zeke out, other besides obviously scoring?
He's a great competitor. He's one of our best, defenders. He works his tail off. So.
Norman took some quick shots Saturday. When you looked at them, were they good shots or were they one?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of Saturday's game. I don't remember him taking that quick a shot. Thursday's game, he had maybe a couple, but yeah, he's not taking too many bad shots. We want to be more aggressive going to the basket. Like the one play that he lost the handle. He went up and looked like he got the shot blocked from behind. I was watching it today on the dunk. He should have been going up two-handed rather than one-handed, like Connie Hawkins. I'm not sure he knows who Connie Hawkins is. That'd be a good question. But that's who I think of when I think of the one-handed attack the rim. He lost it though on the way up, and it's like that's why two hands are better than one, both on your passes and going up to the basket.
Is he your best dunker, or do you care about him?
I don't care about that, but he is definitely our best dunker. I mean, he really is. I mean, he's they did a dunk contest. He's got a great body. One thing about being a freshman, he's learning a lot, and there's a lot of, but he also has this body that doesn't get worn down. He's got this live, active, strong body. So, I think these minutes he's earned and are playing will help him as we continue to go forward. Experience helps.
How tough it's been to win on the road in the conference this year. And
Tell me. I mean, I remember going into this last weekend. It was like 3-15 were the teams in the league. Every game is a must-win. But that being said, I don't know what the. I thought you had the answer. I thought you were going to tell me what the record was of the conference, home and away.
So you one-handed,
It's like 5 and 7.
you one-handed or two-handed dunker?
I was used the backboard, fundamentally sound, off the backboard layup guy. 5 and 17. Yeah.
Was that by necessity or choice?
Both.
Any other questions?
Also, the tight shorts. The tight shorts guy.
Did you wear those?
That's all. It's funny. You go back and you see the old games and you see the players, and it's just funny because, God, there's so much material now on these shorts that everybody wears, and we're just used to it now. But it's funny.
You said that those tight shorts got you Kim, so it was kind of.
I didn't say that, but.
I think you referenced that in the past.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.